Hey everybody, Mariah here. Welcome to your mat and welcome to day 7 of our 21-day yoga challenge. Looking forward to our practice today. Our practice is themed around being a warrior. So let's go ahead and shift down into our simple seated pose, finding this posture in your body, on your mat. Closing the eyes. Drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and then down the back. Palms cupping the knees to begin. You feel the heart opening, both physically and emotionally. The heart is open to the practice. The heart is open to this time. And physically, the shoulders are drawing down the back. Turning the awareness to the breath, the inhalation and the exhalation. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Long spine. Strong skeleton. Strong bones, strong muscles. The fiber of your being strong here as we breathe into it. Turning the palms now to face the sky. Continuing to mindfully inhale and exhale. And with each inhale and exhale, begin to visualize yourself as a warrior. This means something different for each person practicing yoga right now. With this video and this moment, all across the world. Visualize yourself as a warrior right now in this moment. Inhaling and exhaling the courage, the bravery, the strength of a warrior. And exhaling the wisdom of a warrior. The softness, the gentleness of a warrior. Eyes soft beneath the eyelids. Wrapping yourself in the cloak of the silence of this moment. Sitting tall warrior. Mindful warrior. Palms together at your heart. Opening your eyes into the room. And as you do so, inhale the fingertips up towards the sky. Reaching up, and exhale, the arms drop down by your side and the gaze falls down to the floor as well. Untying the legs and coming into table pose. Tucking the chin, lifting the spine up towards the sky. Cat pose. And cow pose. Gaze up to the ceiling. Bringing with you this visualization as we move through these two postures of you as a warrior in this moment on your yoga mat. Coming back to table pose, tuck the toes and press yourself back into downward facing dog. From here, walk the hands back to the feet. Let the head hang. Lengthening in the legs and drawing the navel back towards the spine so you feel the strength coming into your very center of your being, your core body. And now walk your hands forward all the way into plank pose. Drop the knees if you wish, or keep the knees off of the floor. Your choice. Drop down, chaturanga. Dive under the wave, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, just for a moment as you lengthen the legs, and then walk the hands back to the feet. Forward folding at the back of your mat. And walking forward again, all the way forward into plank pose. Taking your time, using the wisdom of a warrior as you practice your yoga today. Dropping down, chaturanga, diving under the wave, upward facing dog, strength. Downward facing dog. Extend the left foot back behind you, bring the left foot forward and step the back foot in and drop the heel. Lift all 10 fingertips up towards the sky. Warrior 1. Hip points facing the front of your mat. Hands come down to the floor. Step back to plank. Strong warriors, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, gazing skyward, squeezing the glutes, rooting back through the heels. And downward facing dog. Extend the right leg back behind you. Bring that right foot forward. Just like before, step the back foot in just a bit. And rise. Warrior 1. Hands come down to the floor. Strong, smart, brave, courageous warriors. Step back. Plank pose. Drop the knees if you wish. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg back behind you, left foot forward. This time, keep the stance nice and long on the long end of your mat and rise up. Warrior 2. Outer edge of the back foot presses down into the mat. Gazing over the front fingertips, the back fingertips. Windmill that back arm down to the floor. Pivot. You're in high lunge pose. Step back. Plank. Here we are again. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Super strong. Press back. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Outer edge of the back foot to the mat. Rise up. Warrior 2. Finding the strength in this pose. Gazing over those front fingertips. Imagining here you're in battle with something. You're ready to rid yourself of. Proud, strong, brave warriors. Windmill, that backhand back. Here we are doing the work. Here is high lunge to plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Outer edge of the back foot to the mat. Windmill the arms back. Warrior 2 for a moment. And then reverse warrior 2. Upper arm comes all the way back behind you. And windmill those arms down. Here we are again doing the work. High lunge, activate, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, high lunge just for a moment, and now make your way to reverse warrior 2. And find a breath here. Windmill the arms down. And come back. Plank, just like before. Moving through our vinyasa, chaturanga, Up dog, down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. So we're going to rest, we're going to soften into a forward fold here at the back of your mat. Regrouping our warrior. Taking a moment to make a plan as we move into the rest of our practice today. Mindful grounding breaths. And now walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Extend the left leg back behind you. Bring the left foot forward. Warrior one again. So step that back foot in just a little bit. All 10 fingertips forward. Hip points forward. You may not come down as far into the seat as you do in warrior two. That's perfectly fine. Warrior one. Good. Inch those front toes forward a little bit as you make the transition into warrior two, reaching forward and back. And reverse warrior. Draw the navel back. Good. Windmill the arms all the way down. High lunge. And we'll step back to downward facing dog. Step to the center of your mat. One step forward with the feet. One step back with the hands. And hands to the hips. Rise up. Palms together at your heart. Find a focus point somewhere on the floor. Find the breath. Coming into a balance pose here. Actually, I'm going to take one step back. Make sure that you have enough space in your room. Root the right foot down into the mat. And step the left foot off of the mat. Toes point up towards the shin. And now, most important step this warrior has ever taken as you step forward. Fold. Bring that back foot off of the mat and press the palms of the hands together. Feel yourself with the gaze point as you come up and out. Foot comes down onto the floor. Inhale, arms out by your sides. Chest up towards the sky. And fold. Inhale, part way up. And exhale all the way back down. Step or jump your way into plank. So you can take a step here. If you choose, you can soften the knees and hop back to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That whole warrior sequence. Again, opposite side, beginning with warrior one. Right leg back behind you. Bring the right foot forward. Step the left foot in. Rise up. Proud warrior. And step those front toes forward. Reach forward and back. Warrior two. Squeeze the back of the heart. And reverse warrior two. Windmill the arms down. High lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. Long, strong legs. Step the feet forward. The hands back. Hang for a moment. Hands to the hips this time. And rise up. Making sure you have enough space in your room for warrior three. Root the left foot down into the mat. And lift the right foot as you press the palms of the hands together, drawing all that energy, this warrior energy in the very central core of your body. And now, very important step forward and fold. Take your time. Use the back leg. Use your body in this pose, in this practice. Rise up. Keep that focal point. Place that foot down onto the floor. Open up the arms. Open up the heart towards the sky. Lean back. And press the palms together and bow. Hands come down to the floor. Let the head hang. Soften the knees and step or jump back to plank. Our last vinyasa and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Drop the knees. Take a child's pose here. One of my very favorite teachers said that this is the wise one's pose. Wise warrior posture. Settling in, surrendering the moment, rejoicing the victory of the practice. And draw those fingertips in towards your knees. And as you do so, stay on the fingertips, square the knees with the hips, and lift the spine, the back of the heart up towards the sky. And settle the palms of the hands down onto the floor, untucking the tail, gaze up towards the ceiling. And back to table. Cross the ankles. We'll come back into a seated pose. Extend those legs out in front of you. Long, strong legs. Toes point up towards the sky and back towards your shins. Palms together at your heart. Shoulders up towards the ears and draw the shoulders down the back. And now fold. Bow forward. Active in the legs, active in the arms and the hands. Drawing the navel back towards the spine. And now draw the fingertips, inhaling all the way up towards the front of the mat and up towards the ceiling. And dropping the arms down by your sides. Make your way into a fully reclined position. We're going to complete this session with Shavasana, another wise posture. So make your adjustments. Wiggle the hips, wiggle your way down into this posture. Bringing your mind's eye again to that visualization of yourself as a warrior. Nice deep inhalations and exhalations as you continue this visualization. You are a warrior. Soften the feet a little more. Soften the hands a bit more. Relax the legs. Relax the belly, the space between your eyes. Relax the face completely. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Wiggle the fingers. Press the soles of the feet to the floor and lift the butt, and then drop the sacrum down onto the floor. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Face is still soft. You can open your eyes if you wish. Rocking side to side. Resetting the sacrum. Take a couple circles with the feet. And roll to your right side. Pressing yourself up into seated, resituating here for another moment. We'll take a simple seated posture. Palms together at the heart. Closing the eyes or keeping them open, your choice. Thank you so much for practicing yoga today, for making time for yourself on your yoga mat. for being a warrior. Namaste.